Inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And some room to maneuver. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. The Panthers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. In motion comes the tight end left. Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Goff. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw, Young. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 60 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 70 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A try here for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense, and they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2 for 1.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 28 yards. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. To throw, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second down and 4.
Reload.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. We are in for a good one as we're through one. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 6.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors 70.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young to throw on 4th. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's on his way. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Play action. It's Goff. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Lions 42, Panthers 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
18, let's go now. Come 19.
Young working out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Xavier Legette with career touchdown number 60. And the Panthers get a bit closer. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10.
Oklahoma.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, Goff. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We're good. We're good.
Back to throw, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Panthers 28. Jack Potts to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
183 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here is 3rd down and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Young will set to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Shell.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And past the 35, he'll be... a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Goff now looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jimenez. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Bronco. Big alert, big alert.
Young to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Let's go now.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Dragon 60. Come on. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Now here's Young. Got a man. That's Leggett.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Hold on. Check. Super. DC.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got it.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Hard running at the 15.
And they're going to be backed up to start. A big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
60 Bison.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Young to throw it.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Now Young on fourth down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Young off the play fake. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. Take over.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Value 3, value 2 for 1. We go, 76. Hey, 5. Hardball. 17.
Gone. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And with a yardage gained on that last reception, he is now in the NFL record books, folks. The all-time record for most receiving yards in a single game belongs to him.
Value 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
First down, Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught by Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Goff. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Super one.
Here's Goff. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after try forthcoming. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score on Lions 63, Panthers 38.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Another run for Gibbs here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Stiff-armed him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions 1st. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Lions, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.